Welcome back to the Guitar Learning Show. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Bob. And today we're going to compare the Boss Katana 100 versus the Katana Artist. Before we get into this though, please take a minute, like and subscribe, ring the notification bell, and comment and let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, what we got right and what we got wrong. So we don't need to go into detail about what the Katana is. Everybody knows the Katana.
And they're both Gen 3.
Yeah, they're both Gen 3. What we're going to do is we want to just see what's the difference, right? If you're comparing the two, you're trying to decide between a Katana 100 and a Katana Artist. What are the differences? How does it sound? That sort of thing. We're going to talk a little bit about the differences as far as features and such go. But then we're also going to play them a bit, switching back and forth. But we have them set the same. So we're not trying to get the best sound out of each of them. They're just set the same. EQ's in the middle, gain is set the same, everything is set the same between the two of them. So you'll hear exactly how they sound in that situation. We'll compare a couple amp types. And then we'll take a break and we'll come back after we've optimized both and tried to get each amp sounding the best it can. Because there's going to be some things that are good about one and not good about the other when they're set exactly the same.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, the cabinets are completely different.
Yeah. So the Katana 100 is a completely open back cabinet. The Katana Artist is a semi-closed back. So there's a couple of, instead of being completely open where the speaker is, there's a couple strips of backing with a little opening in the middle. It's also obviously a whole lot bigger, which gives it much more resonance and much more bass response.
Sure. And then there's the Waza craft speaker.
Right.
In the Artist series. And
yeah, they're both Boss speakers. This is just a Boss Katana 100 speaker is how it's labeled. This is a Waza Craft G12. They say it's a British sounding speaker. It has a big green ring around the back of it. So I think we can get a kind of feel for what they're going for there. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch back and forth. We have the JHS switchback set up. And when you see the green light on, it is the Katana Artist. And when we see the red light on, it is the Katana 100.
All right. Sounds good.
We've got them set both for clean. Like I said, the EQ's at 1. We have a little bit of reverb on them. None of the other built-in digital pedals or anything are turned on. The cab resonance is both set to vintage and they're both at half power.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, let's hear it.
We went from the Artist
to the 100.
Okay.
And you can really hear that larger cabinet and the kind of semi-closed versus open back. The 100, obviously, again, the EQs are set exactly the same, much brighter, and we'll mess with that a little in the second half.
Let's do that again. I'll just play some chords and switch it.
Sounds good. We can go back and forth.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
And
Start with the Artist.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely can hear the difference between the two. Let's take a look at the new amp type for the Gen 3 is the pushed, which is just, that's exactly what it sounds like. It is clean with the front end pushed a little bit.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Try one last setting.
Sure. Do we want to do crunch or lead?
I assume lead is going to be a little hotter than crunch.
Yeah, it goes in level of hotness from crunch to lead to brown.
Let's try lead.
Let's try lead. All right. So we're going to go to lead, and we'll go to. All right. You can really, we expected this, but obviously the Katana 100, much brighter with the open back and the smaller cabinet, much deeper, almost to the point in some of the lower notes, to the point of being muddy the way it's set up right now.
I would normally say I very much like the Artist series, but it does seem to get a little muddy. Now granted, like we have not
Everything's set to 12,
optimized these settings yet.
Yep. So everything on both of them is set to 12. So the Katana, the 100 actually gets a little shrill. I noticed though in the lead channel, because it's a much brighter channel, it evened out a little more.
A little bit.
Yep.
This is still brighter, although I'm interested to see how good we can get this one to sound. Because I know we can get that one to sound a lot better than it does.
Yep.
I'm interested to see what we can do with this one.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's stop for a minute. We'll get these kind of tweaked a little bit, and then we'll try to.
We'll see you back in a few minutes.
All right.
And we're back.
Okay, we spent quite a bit of time actually. Kevin was playing while I went back and forth between the amps. I think we got them both sounding much better. I think you're still going to be able to tell the difference though. That's not a dig. I can't stress how much I had a Gen 2 Katana 100. They're fantastic amps. They can do just about anything, and they're perfect for this situation if you don't have a big pedal board or something like that with all the built-in effects. They're fantastic amps. The problem is when you have this one sitting next to this one, which, to be frank, is what, 80% more than that one? $379 and...
No, it's not actually.
Oh, okay.
$379, $650.
Okay.
Now, full disclosure on these things. I found this one, even though it's pretty much in brand new condition, bought it used from somebody.
Yep.
And I paid $250 for it. It's the Gen 3, it's 100. And this was what I wanted. I just needed something for just a small room in the house where I occasionally play guitar. And 1 to 2 weeks later, I see this advertised, and blue's my favorite color. And I had been eyeing the Artist series, but I decided to buy this only because I got it used, I got it cheap.
And it had the Bluetooth adapter, which is
and
an
it
extra
already
$50.
had the Bluetooth adapter. That's right. So P.S. because I'm me, I bought that one, and I figured I'll keep that one in the studio. I'll keep the Artist in the studio, and I'll keep this one downstairs. Yep. And Bob and I thought, since we have them, but we might as well do a comparison. And
yeah, the Katana, like I said, the Katana 100 is great. If you can find it used from somebody, even better. And this is blue.
It is.
And I gave you crap about blue, but honestly, if it was in British Racing Green, I'd own it.
I would have bought it in green too, full truth be told.
But I think we have them both set up pretty well.
And this sounds good downstairs when it's a bigger, newer sibling over there isn't in the room.
When you're not A-Bing the two, this sounds great, but we are getting really down to the fact that this is a bigger cabinet. It is a semi-closed back design instead of a completely open back design. And the Waza speaker is frankly just a lot better than the speaker that comes stock in this.
And at some point, I'll probably put a Waza speaker in this, and we'll compare them just for fun.
Hey, why not? Fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got them both optimized for the best sound for each of them. And they're on the Crunch channel. We didn't show the Crunch channel when we ran through them, so I figured we'd go back to that one.
Okay. While I like the warmer sound of the Artist series, it gets a little muddy.
It does.
It's not as articulate as I would expect it to be.
Yeah, and again, I probably could have brought
That's
the
just
bass
my
in the
ears,
middle.
though.
We can bring the bass and middle down a little more if you want and see if that helps. I think part of what, at least from my ear, what I'm noticing too is you listen to this one for a little while, you get used to hearing this tone, and when you switch, this suddenly sounds muddy. And when you've listened to this one for a while and you switch to this, sounds shrill.
It's
Your
possible.
ear just adjusts a little.
The difference is dramatic.
It really is. And when we first talked about doing this video, we actually weren't sure you'd be able to hear the difference.
Yeah,
because they are both
not.
Katana 100s.
This is
Electronically, they're
the
very
first
similar.
day we have compared these two side by side and listened to them. So we are hearing all this for the first time, and I'm super surprised.
I am too. I am too. But I really think a big part of it is this cabinet difference and the speaker difference. And I'll be curious if you do get a second Waza speaker for us to do a before and after. And maybe
I have to now. I've already talked about it.
We'll do a before and after with the swap, and then we'll compare the swapped Waza to the Artist.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, that's all we've got on this one today. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of you out there have one or more of these, and let us know what you think based upon your own experiences with it and what you think we might be able to do in the next comparison to make these a little bit more equal. We tried to make them as equal as possible, especially in the beginning with all of the settings being the same, and then just now trying to optimize them. But we'd really like to hear what you guys think.
Absolutely. Share some of your favorite settings. What has been your experience? Which one do you play? Definitely like to hear that.
All right, until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks.